Hello and welcome to your final week in review for this course and for the program for many of you. This is the final course that you are taking. I know there's like one or two of you need to take one more course in the fall, but definitely the vast majority of you, this is it. You're done with the course and with the program. And for those of you that only have another 3 credit hours to go, I mean, you are right at the precipice of completely being done. Okay, so what I like to do in this video is really kind of go over some of the maintenance issues that we have finishing the course. Big thing is any missing assignments. Please, if you have any missing assignments, that could be, as I look at my notes here, a peer evaluation on the leadership reports. If you're missing any of those, knowledge summary. If you're missing any discussions, go in there and finish those assignments. I'll take late work up until next week, next Sunday. That's Module 8. I'll take late work all the way through Module 8, Sunday at midnight. I'm shooting this right now. It's Module 7 at Sunday, so 1 week from today is what I'm referring to. As all of you know, Sunday at midnight, Module 8, the course will close. You can't get back into it to submit work. So get it all in. Finish strong and get yourself an A in this course or a B. I do take late work and with a very minor deductions. So that's kind of it on late work. Please get it all in if you want to finish strong. There were some questions as I look on my notes here about peer evaluations. So as we're doing this kind of career summit, and we're looking at these different careers that some of you have you've profiled, make sure that you have 2 peer evaluations, 2 for Module 6 and 2 for Module 7. Total of 4. All I look at is I make sure you've got 4 peer evaluations on 4 different people and that they're completed fully and with reasonable expectations that you put some effort into it. So just make sure you have all 4 of those in total for this whole career summit. Okay, so that covers, I think, the basics there. Module 8. Module 8 should be a breeze, allowing you to catch up. If there is something missing, please take that time to catch up. Module 8, all you have to do is a reflection paper. No APA required, no page length or anything like that. Take the discussion however you want. I give you some guidance, some ideas, if you will, to think about. Who helped you along the way? What did you find that was most challenging? What advice would you give to new people coming into the program? What would you like to see changed in the program going forward? Please put any of that in there. We'd love that that final reflection piece. So take some time this week and really, think about it. Again, no APA, yay, so you don't have to research anything. I think students always find this as kind of a fun, nice way to complete the program is with this reflection assignment. Do make sure with the final reflection, on that one, I have a due date of Friday. Ideally, what I would like is to have all the grades buttoned up by the weekend. Now, realistically, I know there's, human behavior is what it is. Some of you are going to be finishing some assignments that might have been late. I ask, strive for Friday if you can get that final reflection in by then, but definitely by Sunday at midnight. Get it in so I can have it graded by Monday when grades are due. Okay, I think that covers all of the kind of maintenance issues and taking us to the finish line with the course. Let me talk for a moment about finish line of the program. This is always a very exciting time for all of us, because when I think of what you have done, think about all the courses you've gone through, the ups and the downs, the struggle it is to complete a program. When you tell your friends, oh, I'm doing a program online, the old perception, this is changing rapidly, but the old perception was, oh, that's easy. It's not, as many of you figured out. Soc 211, medical ethics, even HCA 214, the law and ethics course. None of these courses are easy, and they're accelerated 8-week courses. I mean, and then you're working, and many of you have other family obligations, significant others. It is amazing what you have accomplished. So what I'd ask you to do is, especially this week and over the remainder of the summer, is really celebrate your achievement. What you've done is it's a smaller group of the population as you progress up the academic ladder. Those folks that have associate's degrees, that sets you apart. Those folks that have bachelor's degrees, that jumps you up even further. I think it's like around 24% of the population has bachelor's degrees. If you decide to go into master's programs, you separate yourself even further. So it's, truly an accomplishment you should have great pride in. So take this time to celebrate. Celebrate with the folks. Many of you, as I've talked to you, you have support people that are helping you. Maybe it's a significant other who helped watch, took the kids for a little while longer, or took them out of the house so mom or dad could focus on taking a test or a quiz. And maybe some other folks in your life, celebrate that achievement with them. I know that few of you may participate or participated in commencement. Maybe not all of you did. That's okay. You can design your own celebration if you will, but please, I would say please do that. Celebrate your achievement, because it truly is a wonderful accomplishment in the face of all that you have to do. It is an amazing thing. I've been there myself. I know those long nights. You're sitting on a laptop in a quiet spot in your house, and you're looking at the clock, and it's 2 a.m. and oh, by the way, I got to wake up and go to work the next day. So I know how very, very hard it is. So congratulations to all of you. Now, remember that after you've left Mercy College, you really haven't left the Mercy College family. You're automatically a part of our Alumni Association. Participate in those activities. We do have homecoming activities. They're very family friendly. I bring my kids to them. It's kind of a neat thing. We have those. We have our career services. Please use those. Megan Gray. You have our career development services for life. Megan Gray is the director of those services. Resume help, interviewing skills. I just talked to Megan yesterday about some really interesting trends that we're seeing in interviews, and we want you guys to be ready for that. It happens to do with like Skype interviewing. Video interviewing is becoming much more common. So if you ever get, like, say for example, you apply for a job and they want to do a Skype interview, well, be careful. There are some tragic mistakes you can make during a Skype interview. And Megan can help you with that. So remember those services that you have as an alumni. You have those for life. Some exciting news for Mercy College in the future. One that I'm spending a lot of my time with. That's kind of pulling me away from my other teaching duties. But we are working on a master's degree here, a master's in health administration. We hope to have that ready to go in fall of 17. So stay tuned on that. I know that when we've talked about master's degrees, it's not always so not always yes, you should go get a master's degree. It really has to do, I think, a lot with timing in your career. For myself, there was a lapse of thinking here, doing the math, 8 years. There was an 8-year lapse. So by the time when I completed my master's, I did, during that 8-year period, the learning never stops. I did have 2 professional certifications that I achieved that were pretty difficult. But actual going back for another degree, that I didn't do until about 8 years after receiving my baccalaureate. And that's when the timing really worked for me and my family. So, and now starting my 3rd and final one. After that, I'm done. No more after the doctorate. I'm Well, you can't go any further, but I'm not going to get any more after that. But the learning never stops. But it really has to do with your own personal timing. If you do decide to go on for a master's and you just want to get some ideas about that, maybe you decide to pursue ours in 2017 or some other one. Feel free to give me a call, or really any of your instructors that maybe you have bonded with over this time, and run that by them on what you're thinking and what school you're going to. There are some critical things you want to look for, I think, and there's some things that you want to avoid. So know that we're here as a resource for not only those questions, but really anything else that might come up in your, kind of in your career as you go forward. So, and kind of speaking of that, as you go forward with your careers, share with us the good news that you have. I know we've just in the past few weeks, we've received a lot of good news about students getting jobs in certain areas. Sometimes it's unexpected. They're going for one particular type of job, but then all of a sudden, hey, I got this job in the communications department, and it turned out to be a way better fit for me anyway. So keep your eyes open. Don't have that tunnel vision on the specific career. Keep your eyes open for everything. I never thought I'd be in this position. The way it was, how it happened is pretty interesting. But I always try to survey the environment and where I can shift as the winds of your career change. You can shift with that. Just don't have the blinders on, which I think over the past couple of weeks, seeing these different careers hopefully has opened your eyes to the different types of ways that you can leverage your degree in things that aren't necessarily, I'm going to work in a hospital and I'm going to be an administrator in a hospital. Might very well be, but if you just focus on that, you might miss some other really, really wonderful opportunities. Okay. Well, again, congratulations on everything that you have accomplished in this course. Any questions as we finished up the final week, please feel free to contact me. I will be at a seminar for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but you can text message me, so please text message me or email. I will be able to check that after we're done. So in the evenings I'll be able to check that, but the response might be a little bit more spotty because of the activities that we have planned for the beginning part of the week. So just please keep that in mind. All right, with that, that concludes your final week in review. Again, congratulations, and take care, and best of luck in all of your endeavors.